Hello everyone, welcome back to another competition, to another end of the competition. Okay, there we go. Was setting up background music. I see there's already some people here. Martin says hello addicts. Always saying we're addicted to Common Ground World, and maybe we are. Rachel, good morning. Davidson says hello. Oakenshield, good morning. Girl Gamer, hey all, what's going on with no competition next week? That's what a lot of us are wondering as well. Davidson says if we knew the meta in advance, we could have plenty of time to practice, and that's true. I did see some people asking about like if it's gonna be the Santa's gifts, if we could have like 2 full weeks of practice, that'd be good, but unfortunately we don't even know if that's gonna be the case. Cohen is saying hello dubbers, good evening from Belgium. Please tell me what I had to do with all this free time this week. I was wondering the same. Martin, yeah, drop about 300 places, but yeah. Alright, real quick, here's where my build is at. I didn't make any changes after I ended the stream. It's doing 348 per hour, so if low stake slots is here, he was basically spot on. This was supposed to do 349 per hour, as you can see with the Apple production rate. Not sure what went wrong exactly. Maybe it was the yogurt. I see my yogurt's at 696 when it's supposed to be closer to 700. I wonder what caused that. It might be something as small as a mixing tent was not rotated correctly. And maybe that's true and I just forgot. But to be honest, I'm really not sure. Anyways, it doesn't matter. I was off by 1, which makes low stakes slots guess of my production rate correct, which is awesome. That puts me at 18th place, so I will be top 25 for this one for sure. As I thought I would be. It'd be disappointing if I wasn't top 25 with this production rate. Or we can see 26th place, hello world. And I wonder what his production rate is. But mine's about 20% higher, so they were probably making like 270 or 280 per hour. That's my guess. Hello. Bro, I can't be consistent with the fruit portraits. Parfait, I suppose is what you meant to say. It sounds like you're having issues balancing them. Balancing your production rate, is that the case? That's a Morgana, hello, heyo, need that town star fix. Well, here we are, Luvena, hey Dub and Dub family, welcome Luvena. So next week, we are not going to have a competition like I put in the thumbnail and I posted on the Discord as soon as we found out. Farmer Michelle was the first one to tell us. And then in the Common Ground World announcements, Riant puts a post there, but he forgot to tag the, he forgot to put the Common Ground World tag. I don't think he knows how to use tags. I mean, that's not really his job to make Discord announcements, but at least he tried, he put something here. So he said, due to a team transition in Common Ground World, we'll skip this Friday, December 6th Town Hall, which is today. There's no Town Hall, even though there was supposed to be. And they're gonna skip the new NFT sale, so maybe it'll come next week. And the competition. He also says the daily challenges. So right now, if you're not aware, daily challenges repeat on a 2-week cycle. They really should put daily challenges. I mean, I guess 2 weeks isn't that bad. But yeah, they repeat in a 2-week cycle. So I think it's possible that since there's not going to be an update today, there's not going to be any more daily challenges for a week or a couple of days. It is possible. I don't know when the cutoff date is for the last daily challenges they put. So that would suck if there's legit no competition or daily challenges. I mean, daily challenges are supposed to be every day, so yeah, that really does suck if that's the case. I don't know for sure, but like, I'm sure he knows what day is the last daily challenge, and then they were supposed to update the game today, which it sounds like they're not going to. but they're supposed to update the game and add the 2 weeks of daily challenges again. But yeah, it sounds like maybe there won't be daily challenges for a couple of those days, or maybe the whole week, who knows. But by the sounds of his comment, there will be an update next week, Friday, December 13th, for the new competition details and new meta. So the new meta might still be eggnog. Some people were thinking it's Santa's gift since that's what was planned. But remember, this is all subject to change. One delay like this can completely throw this off. We might skip this one and just do this one instead. The reason I think that is because more than likely they already have the NFT prepared to sell for this competition, and it might not make sense to sell it for this competition. So my guess is that we'll probably skip Santa's gifts, which might, I don't know, that competition meta sounds really hard, so maybe some people will be happy about that. But overall, I'm pretty sure people are upset about the fact that we're skipping a week of competition, and that it's already confirmed as of right now that there's not going to be a competition during Christmas week. So if this is the case, we're not having a competition this next week, then we will have one the week after, and then the week after we're not going to have a competition again. So in December we might only see 2 competitions instead of 4. We haven't had a schedule where we have a competition every other week since like over 2 years ago when they first started to bring competitions back up. I think that was after May Mayhem. I don't remember exactly, but at some point they were only doing competitions every 2 weeks for a little while. Diggs, by the way, 7 from Twitch says, hey, what's up? Hello, Diggs, welcome. Legend says hi. Hello, Legend. Luvena says, no competition, no meta, no practice. What are you gonna be? Where are you gonna practice doing, Dub? So I'm seeing that there's a couple new people coming into Common Ground World that haven't played for like 2 or 3 years. They pretty much played it when it was Town Star. They're probably coming back because of the Gala token price. They saw the Gala token price was going up, and then they came to check up on Gala, and they're like, hey, I used to play this Town Star game, and I got NFT spending NFTs in my inventory or something. So I am seeing like some people coming back, and they're probably confused. They don't know what to do anymore. So I might do another updated video on basically how to play the game. Probably similar to my how to play and be competitive in Common Ground World game. But my video, sorry. Probably similar to that video, but I'm not gonna focus on showing a build showcase on this next one since there's not gonna be a competition anyways. I'll just try to go over some helpful tips and how to craft certain things. But there's not going to be like a full design in there, I'm pretty sure. Cliff says, hi everyone. Hello, Cliff. Hello, Mary NG. What do you mean by oh, yeah, that's what you meant, Girl Gamer. Withdrawal from playing, right. Because yeah, if there's no daily challenge and no competition to practice for, I'm sure some people will get bored because they got nothing to practice for. Nothing in particular. That is what happened to me, and I'm sure other people, when they were doing competitions every other week, that's what it felt like. That's why I did not like the idea of doing competitions every other week. I wanted them every week. First of all, because you get more prizes that way. If you do it every other week, you're basically slashing the prizes in half, because they're not doubling the prizes or anything. The prizes are remaining the same when that was happening. So I prefer it every week, even if it means we only have like 3 or 4 days to practice. It's just better that way. I mean, they could technically, you could have 5 or 6 days of practice, at least for some people, if they told us the meta details on Wednesday. But in Discord chat, for those of you who were like paying attention to the chats, it does seem like Farmer Michelle probably knows what the meta details were. Like she definitely knew the craft requirements for eggnog, and that's what we figured was coming, was the eggnog craft. but for whatever reason they delayed it and they canceled the competition, right? So they didn't want to release those meta details knowing that there wasn't going to be a competition. Or at the time when they were asking Farmer Michelle about it, she wasn't completely sure if there was going to be a competition, but now we know that there's not going to be. Luvenas, LV Postman, hello by the way. Luvenas says, can you explain the meaning effects cast and effects received when you click a certain tile? That's a good thing to go over in the video idea also. So when you click on an object or a building, let's say the water tower, even though this is an NFT, effects cast, this is the effects that it gives, and the R means radius. So this gives 6 water. It's in a radius of 6. So it would go like this: 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's really all it means. Effects received, of course, is what the tile has. This tile has 9 water because it's receiving 6 from this. This tile has 9 water, receiving 6 from this. It's receiving 3 from the river. 5, 4, 3. That's pretty much it for effects received and effects cast. Some effects casted, they're casted differently. I'm not sure if I can find an example. Sphere of Hope removes all dirty and all shade. Sorry, scratch that. All dirty and all salty, not shade. All dirty and all salty removed in a radius of 5. So all these tiles, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No dirty, no salty. Circus, Light Circus right here, removes all shade in a radius of 1. So all these tiles, you can see on effects received, they have no shade. They're not receiving any shade. The ones over here, that has a circus also. So yeah, those aren't receiving shade either. This is though. This one is. There are some that work a little differently, but I'm not sure. Not sure if I can find a good example of those. Probably not. No pain, no gain. Hello. Girl Gamer says, with the price of Gala going up, it's so suspicious. Yeah, I guess. What is strange is well, let's talk about why the competition got canceled, or possibly really, because we have no official. I guess we do have an official reason, but it doesn't go too much in depth. Bringing this back up, Riant does kind of confirm that it's due to a team transition in Common Ground World. So he is actually saying that. Part of the team in Common Ground World is transitioning. Maybe the whole team, but it doesn't sound like it would be the whole team. It may be just part of the team. Transition, I assume, means they got laid off or terminated. We don't know the reason. Maybe they were underperforming. Maybe they cost too much, which I don't believe that would be the reason. But you never know. Maybe they did something wrong, but I kind of doubt that's the reason either. If anything, I think they were... I hate to say this, but I kind of think they were underperforming, or they weren't required anymore. I do hate to say that, because I know one of the people that got laid off, and I don't want to point out names either. Some of you probably know who I'm talking about. I'm sure everybody that worked for the team did as good as they could and as much as they could, but it does sound, there was a leak, and I posted this on my Discord, and I got this from Smiling Monster was actually one that posted it in Gala Games Discord. That's actually how I saw it. Let me try to find it again. Morris says, what's your barn craft time? Why do you have so much milk with little barns? It's mostly because of the nourish barn, so I don't need feed for these. 5. Well, these 9 don't need feed, and all these other ones only need 5 feed. Oh, yeah, all these other ones only need 5 feed. Craft time is actually very fast though, 9 seconds. Because of all the birdhouses, ancient gilded barns, and Lucy the border collie. Davison says, it seems Michelle was cut off since she wasn't the one who made the post. That's actually not true, Davidson. By the looks of it, Farmer Michelle is still on the team. If she was laid off or terminated, she wouldn't have her role anymore. And she is on vacation for a week. And I believe it was her birthday yesterday, I believe is what people were saying. Here's the post I was looking for. I wasn't actually the one that found this. I believe Smiling Monster was the one that found it. At least that's where I saw him post it. So he was probably looking over at LinkedIn, you know, people that are connected with Gala Games on there, and he saw this post from this person who says their title was product management at Gala Games. They said, unfortunately, some of my coworkers have been laid off from Gala today. If you're looking for product managers, data analysts, producers / project managers, engineers, artists, and more, let me know, and I can put you in touch with some of these excellent professionals. This part at the end, they are all located in Chile, but any information will help. That makes me think that it was a Chilean team. You know, one of the teams of people that they recently onboarded to Gala Games. It sounds to me like they let a lot of those people go. I wasn't sure exactly for which product. Some of us were speculating it was for the Walking Dead Empires because they also have a Chilean team, and the Walking Dead Empires has like no updates right now. There's like no communication going on. If you thought there was no communication going on in Common Ground World, that is not true. Common Ground World has pretty good communication, in my opinion. Not the best, but not the worst either. If you pay attention to the Walking Dead Empires, they have like no communication, unfortunately. So I thought it was mostly the Walking Dead Empires team, but you know, maybe it also is part of the Common Ground World team. Mirandis also has a team of Chilean people, but they seem to be, you know, as the state of the playtest is not that great, but they at least seem to be posting constant updates on stuff they're working on over at Mirandis. So there's something going on there at least. It's not the best either, but there's something going on there. We don't really know what role the Chilean team played in Common Ground World, but they definitely had other people doing stuff. Maybe they were doing arts or quality assurance. And if they were doing quality assurance, there's a lot of bugs in Common Ground World. That's all I must say. So, well, I don't know how hard quality assurance is. I've never done it, but I'm just gonna leave it at that. Martin says birthday vacation. I take it. Yeah, I think so. LB Postman disconnected. These end of competition disconnections could really cost some people. That's true. Yeah, I haven't been disconnected though. I'm still going. Ovidu Grandma, hello. So based off, also just to mention, that's not confirmed. Smiling got it from a post on LinkedIn. None of that is confirmed by Gala, but you know, eventually we'll probably see a blog from Gala saying, "Good news, everybody! We are expanding with a brand new team." And we let our old team go in small letters or something like that. You know, that's kind of what they did with the Mirandis, and I think the Walking Dead Empires. They made a blog post saying they were expanding the team and transitioning or something like that. They'll make it sound good, and I'm not saying this is like really bad. It might not be. You never know. It's not like super good either. But it's not like really, really bad news. Don't take it that way either. Because although we'll probably never know the reason, I do kind of think maybe they were underperforming. And I hate to say that because I'm sure there's some artists that got laid off, right? I don't want to say they were underperforming, but maybe they were not as required anymore. You know what I think when it comes to art? And these artists, I assume some of them work on the NFT art, some of them work on in-game art. But when it comes to the NFT art, you know what I think will happen soon? And I hate to say this, but I think they will start using AI to generate the art for the NFTs, if it's possible. Maybe not right away, but at some point, I do think they'll start using AI to generate NFT art. That way, they won't have to pay artists, or won't have to pay as many artists. It sucks, but we already see companies doing this crap. And yeah, I don't like to see that, but it happens. It's cheaper and more efficient. Avi Postman says, don't fire the game back up if you get disconnected in the last 3 minutes, guys. Yeah, that's true. I was saying that last week too. And I think I talked about this on Tuesday, right? Some people got removed from the leaderboard, like Teddy, but I believe he confirmed that he did get his rewards. So that's good, but he's a top player and he brought it up. There were other people who were around top 600 or who should have been top 600 that they ran into the same issue. They did not get the rewards and they're still waiting for the rewards. They're still waiting on support. Maybe not, Rachel. If you got disconnected and we got 6 minutes to go, you're probably better off just staying. But is your rank truly going to change? I guess it depends on where exactly you were in the ranking. If you were rank 221 and you want to stay top 225, maybe you should log back on. But if you weren't that far off from falling to the next prize bracket, I guess it won't matter if you get back on. Martin says no, but I understand now. Fire back up is first minute back to 0, so keep place by not getting back in. I say, yeah, that's true. Interesting though, some people are getting disconnected. I haven't gotten disconnected this time. I've left it on for 18 hours now. Wow. Yeah, I left it on since yesterday afternoon, I think. I still got to do my daily challenge for today. So I'll do it right after the competition ends. Rachel, like 167? Yeah, it's fine. You don't need to get back on. Oh, and well, I was also gonna say regarding this, I find it hard to believe that they would let the Chilean team go because they cost too much. I'm pretty sure I'm not pretty sure. I'm just speculating here. But I speculate that's the reason they onboarded the Chilean team in the first place, because they cost less than anybody else. They cost less as in they pay them less. They got lower salary. This is all speculation, right? This is all my speculation, all my opinion. But I find it hard to believe that they would let this team go if they're cheaper. You know, if it was just for money reasons. Although a lot of people would like to believe that, I don't believe that they let the team go just for money reasons. Gala Games can get a lot of money doing other things. Not from Common Ground World or Miranda sales, mostly just from the rebate sales for one, and they probably make, I'm sure they make money other ways, but definitely those rebate sales they do, they gotta be getting money from that. Also, film launched yesterday, so I did get some film tokens, which at the time were worth like 270, almost 300 bucks. They're not worth that anymore, obviously. They're maybe worth like 100 bucks now. But they're not even actually worth that either. If you guys want me to talk about film a little, I can, but to be honest, I don't really know that much. It's $200 worth of film right now. But it's not actually even worth that because there's a tax if you try to mint it right now. Because they don't want people minting and selling their film right away. So they'll have a heavy tax for it. But obviously some people did that anyways. They had a lot of film. And they wanted to get some cash, I guess. Martin says, did daily changing slow down to icing? That one rates and no faster. So faster. I haven't done that. Updated my daily, my slow town as you call it. It's still making Pinot Noir. I was gonna change it to make wine cases at some point. Not sure if I'll do that this week. Maybe. If I really want to play Common Ground World one of these days, and there's no meta to practice, then I guess I'll go ahead and update the slow town. Not like there's truly any benefits to it, to be honest. It would just be to come up with a good idea that would work for fun. Martin says, yeah, I got film token. No idea what to do with it. Just like popcorn, what to do with it. So our popcorn buckets got burned and they gave us film from it. I think there was other reasons why you would get film also, but I'm not exactly sure. I never really interacted with the film stuff. I know that you could watch like trailers or shows, and if you watch them enough, you would get like a mystery box and you could open it for stuff, including some popcorn, I guess. Eventually the popcorn would be converted to film, which it was just last night. So now we finally have Gala film tokens. So the purpose of the film token will be to burn it in order to have advertisements on the shows. So big companies, well, the idea, right? The idea is for big companies to purchase film from other players, use it to burn it to advertise on the Gala film platform. That's the idea, I think. That's the main sink. So we'll see if that's the case. We'll see if these big companies come and, want to advertise over on Gala film. Or it doesn't even have to be big companies, like anybody could if you wanted to buy enough film to advertise your product or company or something. But here we are, top 25, made it. Even NTX made it, congrats. He did tell me his rate. I don't think he'll mind, but he said he was making 300 per hour. So 300 per hour for top 25. I could probably ask Homeboy what rate he was making. Actually, I think he posted it in the Dub Guild chat. I don't remember. Yeah, Joan, hello. Grandma Constantine, hello. I'm gonna go ahead and go on Daily Challenge. Knock that out. Don't remember what it was, but it should be something easy. Pro Gamer, 83, very nice. Top 100. Here we have the message of the day. Placeholder. Oh, I finally got disconnected, guys. It happened after the competition ended, though. That's funny. Hey, let me refresh. Ovi Postman, took me a long time to catch you this comp dub. What was your production rate, Ovi Postman? Honestly, I don't remember where you were in the leaderboard. That was yesterday. Oh, you did pass me up. I didn't even realize that. Well, congrats, LV Postman. You must have been making like 5 or 10 more than me. Really close. Yeah, even Dream did better than me. Wow, look at that. Congrats, Dream. Martin 962. I thought I got to, but it was the end. Oh. Kuya, hello. Hey everyone, happy Friday. As happy as it can get, Guya. Some people would not say it's as happy of a Friday since we're not getting an update today and there's not going to be a competition next week. Unfortunately, let me try to get back on the daily. Koiman finished 32nd at 265 per hour. Okay, nice. I mean, very nice, yeah. 32nd with 265 per hour. 26th place probably got like 290 per hour then. Dream had one of my light circuses. Oh, well, that definitely helped him out then. 10 honey. All right, this one takes a couple minutes. Some people would say, oh, this one takes like an hour. What are you talking about? Yeah, it takes a couple minutes. And that's assuming I can search up what I need to correctly. Trying to remember everything I needed. I definitely need energy. Okay, so making ceramic bowls. I'm gonna speed it up with my graded ceramics. Guided blades for the lumber, and I'll turn on Miranda's skins. Now I need to get money for the beehives. And I need to put more trees. They don't start you off with enough trees on this one. I'm trying to pay more attention to what questions the new people ask, but it's usually... The questions usually go like, why won't my NFTs earn? I think that's like the main question I see people ask that are at least coming back to the game because I assume they have, you know, like an Express Depot and a Cranebot or something. And even some people that don't have those NFTs, they'll have like their free storages or the blueprints and they'll be like, why don't my NFTs earn? They do like no research at all. And like, well, of course I want to try to help them by like making a video, but the answers are definitely out there. They're like, even on the Discord, the exact place they're asking these questions at, if they check the pinned comments, the pinned posts, which they probably don't know how to do, but if they check them, they could have their answers. But I guess Discord might be too confusing for some people. I mean, I believe it, sure. It is kind of hard to believe that you can understand crypto and how to buy NFTs and like what they are, what they're for. But, like, you don't know how to use Discord. But I guess. DeFi says a nice competition, everyone. Yeah, I hope everybody did well, of course. to tweets, you need a quick inventory button. I keep saying that too, a favorites button or something, so we can have hotkeys for some of our NFTs. Maybe one day, but yeah, I've said it before. Other people have said it before. Also, another button here showing town point only NFTs would be good as well. Because I know some people are annoyed by the fact that our inventory is clogged up by a bunch of NFTs. This is basically, other than searching for the exact NFT you need, this showing all your objects are your placeable objects. And then you have to go and try to find the town point eligible NFTs if you don't have them memorized. It can take a while if you have a lot of NFTs, which to be honest is probably not an issue for like 99% of the player base. But like as you can see on my screen and like for other people who have too many NFTs, it can be an issue. But I try to memorize all the NFTs that give me town points, right? I wouldn't want to miss out on town points anyways. And at least there is a way to double check by clicking here, total points, scrolling down, and then you can see which ones you haven't placed. So that's good. Mr. Gilong, hello. Yeah, next week there will not be a competition. That has been confirmed. So there's not really any specific meta you should practice for. And I assume most people already practice their cash rush strategy. If you haven't, it's a good idea to practice that. You're wondering why you're not ranking as well as some other people. They probably have a better cash rush strategy than you do. Whether that be because they also have better NFTs or not, maybe, but it doesn't hurt to practice. So yeah, I was disconnected from the game again. I realized this in the last 5 minutes and re-entered the game. Did you actually make it back in on time for it to refresh your score? Because that is kind of risky. DeFi, do you think competition will come back after the break or will it go to January? By the post Riant made on Discord, it will come back in time for December 17th's competition. And once again, this was his post. There will be an update Friday, December 13th, which would introduce the new NFT sale and the competition meta for December 17th. So according to Riant, there will be a competition the week after this one. But then the week after that, there probably won't be. They've been saying that there's not going to be a competition for Christmas week. I gotta sell some gasoline for some cash. Either that or I set up like a quick glass rush, but I don't need to do that. Just need to keep collecting lumber for the beehives. Oh shoot, I collected too much energy. Let's put this up. There we go. I don't think I even need the energy. I just forgot to delete those wind turbines. Don't need that, or this, or that. Just some extra cash. Beehive. Preferably I build 2 of them, so I need a little bit extra, a little bit more cash from the gasoline. DeFi says, let's see what they say 13th, but maybe an opportunity for them to have longer break and get new people in. Well, what exactly do you think they want to do with the break, DeFi? I think this would... like this is not a good time to have a break, in my opinion, with Gala token price going up and more people coming back in to check on things. To me, that sounds like potentially more people to start spending on NFTs, which is what they should want. They should want more people spending on NFTs. That's the whole point. So why pause the competition and NFT sales now? You know, but Riyad did. I mean, he pretty much said it. It's due to a team transition. Why exactly is the team transitioning happening? We don't know. I would like to think because some of the people were underperforming, or they weren't. Unfortunately, they just weren't required anymore. DeFi says get new people in the team given what has happened. Oh, that's what you meant. New people in the team, not actually new people in the ecosystem. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's the whole point of the team transition, right? So they'll let some people go, hopefully to get more people better, or... Yeah, let's just go with that. Better people in. I feel like if the game, or the team, I should say, if the team, Common Ground World team had better... It's kind of an ambiguous word, but yeah, better people working on the game, we'd have more utility done. Other than just new NFTs. I mean, like, they still need to fix the guild stuff. I know some people are like still waiting for their guild to get nuked because they bought one that already had a guild. They can't even use it. Clearly they're not going to update the game today, so those people are going to have to wait another week. Maybe it's still another couple of weeks just to even use their guild node. They're probably going to get upset and just sell the node and stop playing or, you know, interacting with Common Ground World. Who knows? I would be upset if I bought a guild node and I couldn't even use it to make a guild in game for like a whole nother month. Just depends how patient you are, I guess. I do need a honey storage. Otherwise, I'm just throwing the honey away. Have I thrown some away? I threw 2 away. Oh well. I need what, 10 lumber? Yep, 10 lumber, 10 bowls. I already have the 10 bowls though. So I kind of just have to wait now for the 10 honey. 2782. There we go. Then now I have to sell the 10 honey. I might actually just take my other NFTs back. I mentioned this before, but like my guild right here, Dubs. This is a guild for my supporters, those who are interested in joining, anyways. And I'll lend them some good NFTs that I have for the competition that I don't absolutely need. Like I have extra water towers, as you can see, that they borrow. Because I only needed to use 1 legendary water tower on this competition that just ended. I've got an extra wheat sand. I've got these, but this time I didn't need to let them borrow this because there was an oil seep. You know, all those things have town points attached, so I hope they are doing the daily challenge and getting me 50% of those town points. But since there's not going to be a competition next week, I'll just take them back and use them for daily challenges. That is if there even is daily challenges, right? Because it kind of sounded like there might not be. At least that's what Rian said. I need to go... I don't know if it actually says it on the events page. If there's a daily challenge tomorrow. Maybe they stopped showing that. Is Volcron still around? That's a good question. I would assume he is because he just posted on the chat. Yeah, it does sound like Volcron is still around. I really don't think they would remove Volcron for any reason. He's like, honestly, it feels like he's the only developer in the game. So that would be a terrible idea if they remove Volcron. He's not the only developer though. There's at least one other person. So there's at least 2 people developing the game. There probably is more. That's probably not fair of me to say, but they just don't show their face. Volcron doesn't show his face either, but at least he talks to us, right? That's what I meant. At least Volcron interacts with us. Can't really think of other developers in the Gala platform that interact with us. The Eternal Paradox developers used to at some point, but now they don't. So Tweets and Todd is on Gala chat more than ever was before. Yeah, that's true. I mean, he always was on Gala chat, which is great. And whenever he wasn't, he was probably busy, you know, like doing some artwork or something. So maybe it makes more sense now that he's on Gala chat more often. But yeah, I mean, he probably, you know, he's very nice. He likes to chat and chill with people here in Common Ground World discussion chat. Even if it sounds like maybe there's a FUD, he'll still chat. You just won't really interact with the FUD. DeFi says, if Volcron is still here, I do wonder why no daily or comp. I assume this would be his area. It's a good question, DeFi. You could try asking him. I don't understand why there wouldn't be an update today. Like, it doesn't really make that much sense, to be honest. You're right. Like, somebody else mentioned, you could just update the game to bring the new biome. Maybe they didn't do any of that work though. Maybe this whole transition screwed up their workflow and they don't even have that prepared. That's the problem. It's like, what if they kept the same biome and we did the Santa's Gifts meta anyways, even though I kind of don't want to do that one. It sounds really hard, but like, what if we had the same biome, we did that meta, same trade time, and they don't have to add any new. Well, they do though. That's the problem. They still have to update the game to add the Starlight Market Box with the new craft requirements. It's still a little bit of work, which I guess they didn't. Maybe they didn't do any of that work. Who knows? As for the daily challenges, just whatever they're doing, just repeat the 2 same weeks. That's all they have to do. The daily challenges, they definitely could just repeat that. That sounds really easy to do. The competition is a little bit more complicated. Coinman says the next daily challenge is this. Okay, that's good. But I don't know when the week resets, so maybe in a couple of days there won't be a daily challenge until they update it again on Friday. But yeah, I don't know that for sure. Riant or Volcron would know that for sure, because they know how long the list goes for the daily challenges. Yeah, the daily challenges should be super easy to just repeat that. Am I just throwing the honey away? Is that what's happening? Am I selling the honey? Is that what's going on? Did I just happen to pay attention as soon as I started selling a batch of honey? Yeah. I checked my inventory and I'm like, wow, I still don't have any honey? Yeah, it seems like I'm selling a batch. Or what is those black building? Are you talking about the styling rights? These give passive iron and they give 32 town points. That's why I have them placed. Or unless you meant these. These give passive crude oil. They're the haunted mansion pieces. So this one's the haunted west wing. This one's the haunted front porch, which also crafts pumpkins. It's sold? Yeah, I just seen that. I just looked right when I had no honey. I'm like, what the heck's going on? All right, claim rewards. 2,782 town points. Very nice. And yeah, this NFT I would recommend for new people. Passive crude oil is very good. You might not need it if there's an oil seep, but even if there is an oil seep, you could sell that oil seep and just set up your gasoline setup somewhere else, wherever you want. It's usually more convenient. Also, whenever you place these down, you get bats instead of balloons. I think that's always been the case, but you know, sometimes that surprises me whenever I place it down. It's like, I'm not expecting that. See, anything else would pop up. Balloons. Sell time on this one too long? Yeah, that's one of the reasons. The 2 minutes with the regular depot. Alright, well, I'm done with the daily. That took 21 minutes, and that's not me, like, I wasn't paying 100% attention. I probably could do it in like 15 minutes. But I have no reason to actually speedrun it. Guia says Gala needed those changes. They must fix issues of the game. I mean, yeah, they do need to fix some of the issues. How the dragon works? The dragon will sell your items in batches of 25 instead of batches of 10, but it does not need gasoline, which is the great part. The fact that it sells 25 items at a time can be an issue because it means you will need more storages. So you save space by not needing the gasoline setup, but you waste space because you need storages. So if you have a dragon, you don't usually save space until you buy bigger storages, the big storehouses, the big warehouses. And yeah, you do need all 10 dragon vouchers in order to use the Green Dragon Express in-game. That's right, Legend. You don't actually craft it. As long as you're holding all 10 dragon vouchers, you will be able to use it. Like, I'm holding all 10 dragon vouchers. That's why I'm able to use the Green Dragon Express. Yeah, you're right, Coinman. I see it here. I wasn't even paying attention, but the next daily challenge, you know, starts up there. All my descriptions are bugged out, probably because I've had the game running for like 20 hours. No, I just refreshed it though. Yeah, I just refreshed the game, but yeah, maybe that caused an issue too. Yeah, that's probably gonna be it. I mean, I could try to log back in on here, but I'm pretty sure it's not gonna work. It takes too long. I still log on to the slow town. Common ground mode. I just call it slow town sometimes since that's what Martin calls it all the time. If anybody had any final questions, let me know. But yeah, this week's gonna be kind of slow, I think. I don't really see people practicing for anything. And like, I assume most people practice their cash rush. If you're brand new to Common Ground World, I definitely suggest you practice a cash rush strategy. I would just focus on gold, since like 95% of the time, gold rush is the way to go. If you do want to pick up NFTs, like you've made up your mind, then look into NFTs that would help you in every single competition, or NFTs that would help you with the gold rush strategy. And I'm still working on an idea for the video with like the top 30 NFTs. I need to grab footage for every single NFT. Yeah, that's basically the main thing. I kind of have the list like 90% done. I might need to look over it again. DeFi, have you finished slow mode? I have, yes. There's one spoiled tree that I haven't cleared, but I have like 3 billion cash. I can afford to clear it. I just kept it there, just so there could be one spoiled tile. Yeah, this might take too long to load up. Just checking Discord one last time. Yeah, of course, Rachel. And Guya says, Dub, can you make a video about build design strategies? Build design strategies. Can you give me an example of what exactly you mean? I'm trying to think. Build design strategies, like whether you use upgrade placement or spotted roads. You know, like a build strategy would be like to use spotted roads for your tractors and logger houses, because those don't need a lot of those roads don't usually have a lot of foot traffic, and you would have them in a corner somewhere. That would be a build strategy. Or like how the gasoline setups I make, like for the yogurt build, even for the Parfait build showcase that I did, the way I have it set up so that you can still have green timer windmills, that's a build strategy. I guess so, yeah. That would be something that's good to talk about in the video idea that I might make for this week for newer players. I doubt I'll be able to like list every single build strategy I can think of, but there's some of them. Yeah, DeFi, it's a massive grind. I feel like it took a year, but maybe it didn't. But I have a lot of useful NFTs to help out there. I mean, I'm doing Wine Rush. Less roads, more buildings, yeah. But I usually don't do that for my build showcases. Just because, I mean, you do better. Like, I could probably have better production rates if I do that, but that's not the point of the no NFT build showcases. The point is to give people an idea, and I know that there's like at least a chunk of people who just straight up copy it and don't even improve it. There's nothing I can really do about it, and they're free to do that if they wish to. They'll still get top 1,200 in the competition and earn some Gala, as long as they have some idea of what they're doing. But that's not exactly the point of the build showcases. The point is to give you an idea so that you can create your own design. At the very least, so you can improve the design I'm giving you, so you can already perform better than everybody that's copying it. Then again, there's NFTs, so at least improve it utilizing your own NFTs would be another thing. So Tweet says, I think it's a good topic with the speed of the workers. Oh, the movement speed of each worker. They all have different movement speeds. But you think people would really want me to explain what the number means, the speed number? Like how some workers have 2 speed, some workers have 3.3 speed. Some workers have 1.6 speed. And I know at some point, I think Volcron gave an explanation for it. I'd have to dig it up. But I think it's the amount of seconds or the amount of tiles they can walk in a second or something. Shoot, I can't even remember his explanation of it. Oh, that's what you meant. Yeah, how it's important to place yogurt tents close to milk and Parfait close to fruit silos. Yeah, have buildings close to storages. That is super important. If that's what you meant, then yeah. Yeah, I'll mention that. Yeah, there's not a whole lot of conversation going on and common ground world discussion either. Well, I guess the last thing I'll mention is the some people speculating that they might change the price structure with Gala token price going up. It's possible, but I don't think so, to be honest. That's kind of my opinion. I don't think they're gonna do that. They can, sure, but I don't think they will. Like, if you wanted my point of view from it, it doesn't sound like that's something they would care about. They have it as a set amount of Gala. They get all that Gala from the founders nodes that probably Benefactor owns or Gala Games owns, right? Also, look at the sweepstakes. I know a lot of people don't care about the sweepstakes, but like, if you've paid attention to the announcements, they're injecting 1 million Gala into the sweepstakes every day. And Common Ground World, every week, how much do they do? A little over 1 million, I think. Let me pull up the Talent Star playbook, because I don't have the number memorized. And 1.1 million Gala every week on Common Ground World. So they'll inject 1 million Gala every day into Gala sweepstakes, at least for the remainder of the month. That's what they said. So that'll be a total of 30 million Gala injected. And every month, or if we have a competition every week, right? 4 weeks. Every month for Common Ground World, they distribute 4.4 million Gala. So this month, we're probably only going to have 2 weeks competition. That's 2.2 million Gala. And then they're going to inject 30 million Gala onto the sweepstakes. Right? Or 31 million? Actually, they didn't start doing that day one, so it's somewhere around like 28 million. But yeah, I find it hard to believe that they would have any reason to change the price structure. I saw some people commenting on that, and yeah, they could, right? It's everything subject to change. I'm not saying they definitely won't, but I find it hard to believe that they would, is all I'm saying. You wanted my take on that, because I know some people were talking about they're gonna change the price structure, and like, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying I don't think they would. Luvena says, hi Dub, maybe you can explain in detail types of blueprints, legendary, epic, etc., and ornaments or open packs. You mean like in the video for new people or right now? But to be honest, all that information is on the playbook. I'm not sure if that's something I would like really. I mean, I'll bring it up for new players, but they are all kind of similar. As in, some reduce craft time, some increase movement speeds. There's a couple that increase storage space, storage capacity. And yeah, the Talent Star playbook, link in the description. You're gonna have all the numbers, information, links to the NFT Harbor NFTs if you wanted to quickly check their price, or yeah, basically see what they're going for. All that information is here. I will probably mention some NFTs in the video idea I want to do for newer players, obviously, because they'll be interested in NFTs. And I think the enchanted ornaments are one of the most useful ones in general because of the build cost and wage reduction. It does help. And obviously the Miranda skins, I always try my best to explain the Miranda skins. I understand it can be kind of confusing for new people because it's one skin from each of the 10 packs for the max buff. But yeah, I can try to explain those. Playbook very complicated to refer to. I suppose, like, even in the video, I can try to explain those, but like for maximum information, that would be in the playbook. Coinman says reducing the Gala payout might make sense if Gala was back up where it was during the last bull run. Oh, yeah. So Coinman, in that case, they'd be better off changing the price structure, but like expanding it. So like instead of top 1,200, expand it to top 4,000, just like it used to be, or to top 10,000 if you got like 50k people playing, you know, if that ever happens one day, which we hope, right? So like they could keep this number, total Gala, almost the same. Sure, I guess they could lower it if they want to, because look, if Gala was 10 cents, right, this would be 100 grand. If Gala was $1, this would be $1 million. Probably not a good idea to give out $1 million worth of Gala every single week or 2 weeks for this game, because that's a lot. It really is. What do you think would happen? A bunch of people would come playing the game, which it sounds like really good, but they would have to start selling the NFTs for really, really expensive in order to burn enough. You know, it might work itself out, but like they probably wouldn't want to do that. So yeah, Coinman, if Gala price continues to go up, I do believe more people will come back. They'll start buying up more NFTs, burning more Gala, and in that case, they could keep this payout the same, but they could expand it to top 4,000 or to whatever number beyond that. That would reduce the amount of Gala that each of these rows, you know, price brackets would receive. But you'd kind of keep the overall Gala amount the same. And even though you're receiving less Gala, the USD equivalent might be about the same or might be higher. It really just depends on the token price, right? So yeah, that kind of makes sense. They could change the price structure that way. Coal Rhino, they need to do payouts to dollar amounts. I've heard some people say that. What makes you think that, Cool Rhino? What's your reasoning for them to need to do that? Yeah, because like, let's say Gala goes up to like $1 this week, which that's just speculation, right? That's not gonna happen. But let's just speculate. And then you get this payout right on Monday or in a week, whenever they decide to pay it out. Maybe it'll be delayed, but whenever they just decide to pay this out, let's say this was $1, right? So I just put $1 there, and this would be the price structure if Gala was $1, and it hasn't changed yet. And like, let's say you're a pretty good player, you got top 225, you get 1,400 Gala, that's $1,400. That's freaking insane. Even somebody who copied my build and got top 1,200, they get $100 worth of Gala for playing a game and not having to spend too much time working on their own design, right? That'd be nuts. So if they did a cash equivalent, what do you think? $10, 20, 30, 40, something like that. If Gala token price goes way too low and then the USD equivalent looks better, you know, if they only pay an exact cash value. But if, you know, if Gala price goes up a lot, then it doesn't look as good. Coinman, at one point they're rewarded based on dollar amount and you receive the Gala equivalent. You are correct. Let's see when they stopped doing that. So I know Mayhem, they did that, but that was a special occasion. The Townstar playbook does not go that far. Can any of you right now tell me when was the last competition where they, not counting Mayhem, okay? This is the only recollection I have right here. Not counting Mayhem, do you remember when they started paying out a specific USD amount. Because you are correct, Coinman, but this was a long time ago. I know people have brought that up before, but I don't think that's relevant. DeFi says, I think the opposite. Using Gala does not cost them very much of anything at all. I actually did log in. That's cool. And yeah, I agree with DeFi. Using Gala, they don't have to worry about if the... Well, they get Gala from the nodes, right? This is all Gala they get from nodes anyways. So it's not really costing them. So like they don't have to worry about if the Gala token price goes way too low, then they hand out more than the 1.1 million Gala that they're supposed to be handing out. Then that might not be good. Maybe they'll be handing out way too much Gala, more than they can hand out if the Gala token price goes too low. But if the Gala token price goes up, then they'll have spare Gala to hold on to. So that's also a good thing. So it could happen, but we haven't seen that price structure in a very long time. We've been here a minute, says Coinman. Yeah. May Mayhem is a special occasion. I don't want to count that one. And I remember competitions were canceled between the end of 2021 and basically near May Mayhem of 2022. That's when I started. Well, the playbook, I started working on it on April of 2022. That's why this is as early, or, you know, as far as it goes in terms of the competition information that I have on here is the May Mayhem of 2022. And then we started doing NFT reward competitions. 1 week NFT reward, 1 week Gala, and a specific amount of Gala to be precise. I just happened to do my best to try to write down the Gala token price at the time, as I've been doing, so we can have a record of what the Gala token price was for each of these competitions. But all of these were a specific amount of Gala and not a USD equivalent. I do think, I can't remember for sure, but I do think sometime in 2021, before I even started playing, they were probably rewarding Gala in a USD equivalent, like whatever. Maybe first place got like $1,000, second place got like 250 or something, for example. I don't remember what the price structure was. Coinman says it's better to reward a specific amount of Gala. I think so too. So that's my whole point here, is I find it hard to believe that they will change the price structure at least to a USD equivalent. Yeah, they could change the price structure. They could expand it to top 2,000 or something if they think that's a good idea. If they suspect that more people will be coming into the game. I don't know if that's a good idea to do right now, because I forgot to check how many people were participating. But I don't think... So there's more than 2,000 people on the leaderboard, but I don't think they're all actually like trying, if that makes sense. I think maybe it's like 1,400 people who, or 1,500 people who I would say are at least trying. They might not be very good at the game, but I would say they're at least trying. Maybe they ran out of gasoline or something, you know, or they forgot to log in, or they don't understand offline mode. Any of those reasons could be true. Yeah, I have 3.5 billion here, as you can see. You know, once some of the... Yeah, there we go. 3.5 billion in my Dubs wine farm. I needed 2 more to make another sale, but that's fine. And here's the only tree I have. Spoiled soil. ProGamer says it should not matter the price on Gala. We've been paid out for low times. We should be paid out for high price also. Yeah. Yep. We kept getting paid out the past almost 2 years, I guess. I don't remember when this price structure has been around for, maybe like a little over a year or something. But yeah, all that Gala we got when it was like 2 cents, and now it's closer to 6 cents, right? Most of you probably spent it on some NFTs to upgrade your game. That's understandable. Maybe some people cashed out some of it already. But if you were holding onto it this whole time at 6 cents, you know, it'd be way more valuable. You just think about at the time you got maybe 20 bucks worth of Gala. You know, it depends on your where you land on the price structure. But yeah, at the time, maybe you got $20 worth of Gala, and now it's worth 100. Well, sorry, now it's worth like $60, right? 3 times more than what it was worth when you got paid out. And you've been holding on to it, and that's cool. And maybe it'll go higher. You know, maybe it'll go back down a bit. Who knows? It's just how crypto is. But yeah, I just find it hard to believe that they would change the price structure, at least in that way, to put it as a USD equivalent or something. But yeah, I think that's all we can talk about right now. There's no meta details to go over or anything. So I don't know what you guys are gonna do with your time, but I hope you have a great weekend, and enjoy the rest of next week also. If you want to keep practicing and doing daily challenges, then great. I really do hope they continue the daily challenges though. I don't understand why they wouldn't continue that, but yeah, we'll see. As always, I'll be around in Discord. I'll try to work on a video next week, but I'm assuming there's not going to be a build showcase, so there's that. Yeah, appreciate everybody being here. It's going to be it. Join my Discord if you haven't. Thank you all. Goodbye. Have a great rest of your weekend.
I saw the whole world down for you. If you want me to.